does early planning impact long-term opportunities?
Measure twice, cut once. One of my favourite phrases. I've got millions of shit phrases. Planning is a strange thing because at its best it's a superpower. So if you want to do something really ambitious, shoot a movie, build a studio, create something really fantastic, a building, some art, the planning is a really important part of it because you're doing it collectively as a group of people. So everybody knowing where they are on the journey, who's doing what when, that's really important. If you're doing that with another entity, like a client, it's even more important, isn't it, that everybody knows where they are. And I found the better the planning, the more liberated the creativity, not the other way around. What I found with our great producers and the people who manage the creative expectancy of our work, it makes the work an absolute ton better than it would have been if we were just all running around with crayons.
Planning is, for me, I think it slows time down. I use this analogy, Simon's heard it before, but I'll say it again. It sounds like a Ferris Bueller quote. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't slow down once in a while, you could miss
Formula One
it. It's
corner.
the Formula One thing. So, for those of you that have ever been on a racetrack, if you're going at 200 miles an hour and you're coming to a corner and you don't know what that corner is, it feels very sudden. And then it throws you out of whack. And every corner feels unexpected and you react. And so you move off the racing line. But if you step away from that, if you learn the track, if you kind of come to 30,000 feet and know every corner, that's planning. So it's just really interesting that planning actually allows you to macro out and see the whole picture. So what we do in the studio sometimes to do that is what we call a sketch out, is sketch out the entire project well before, months before we've actually got into it, so that we can plan and slow time down to allow us to make those decisions, see the pitfalls, address some challenges well before they happen. It then allows us to focus on the creativity, the work, making great work. And it also means that we can adapt and foresee things.
Planning is slowing time down.
It is. It's like Interstellar.
Since Interstellar was shown, on the planet, the water planet, only an hour and 8 minutes have passed.
I did hear that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
From the time it came out to today, 1 hour and 16 minutes passed.
Have passed on that, yeah.
Which is 10 years for us.
Yeah, because time dilation
And
is
also,
a difference in relative time.
Christopher Nolan planted all of the corn. Because he did.
He did.
He planted the corn because he didn't want to use CGI, and then they sold the corn at a profit.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, they did.
Top agricultural film knowledge.
Yeah. There's lots in there.
Great. What's next?
That's kind of cool. That's like, I remember when we started planning for the TV Way, and the documentary was mentioned, and we both had a look at just us.
Yeah.
Whoa. And you were saying that it's like, we're not climbing the whole mountain.
Right.
In one day.
Exactly.
We're taking it
Step by step.
hitting
Exactly.
base camps as we go.
Exactly. And look where you are now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So all of these skills, no, but seriously, all of these skills are skills that will be vital to the documentary. It's team building skills, technical skills, confidence skills, change skills, all of those things. That's fine. We are going to make the documentary, but you don't make it on the first day, So, no spoilers there, but that's coming next year.
Would you guys say that you're both aligned, that kind of mindset and way of thinking?
In what sense?
Like, we're talking about climbing a mountain and having those space camps all the way.
Well, I think it works differently with us because there's an inherent competition that comes with sitting next to each other that adds to that dynamic.
It does.
So like, what the fuck's he doing now? Why is he doing that? Well, I should do something. So that creates a second set of peaks. Does that make sense? So obviously, being very experienced at what we do, we know that the journey has great ambitions, and we'll say things out loud to manifest them. So we say, we're going to make a documentary, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. We're going to make super futures. They're really big projects. They don't get made on the first day. But on top of that, there's an energy that comes from our interactions, which let's just make something and surge. And that competition is still there to kind of like, oh, he's done that thing, I'll do that thing.
Yeah, we talk all
In a
the
nice
time.
way.
I mean,
In a nice
28 years is a long time, but it echoes, this sounds very philosophical, I guess, it echoes through time. the same type of thing. Yeah, I talked about this perpetual.
We'll have to do like a special on Interstellar, won't we? Or what's the other one? Inception. We'll have to do the section on Inception, which is different layers of time.
Exactly. But it is a perpetual machine, and we do propel each other. But you're right, it is those steps. But the competition is healthy. You know, it fuels us to. It fuels ourselves. It fuels us to be better. And you know, so I would make something, and I'd be like, oh wow, I've got to do something to add to that.
It's fun competition.
Yeah.
The truth is, once you have an entity, because we have DixonBaxi, what we're always thinking about is DixonBaxi, not us.
Yeah.
So if I'm not there, I trust him 100%. Actually, I trust all of you 100% for that matter. Whoever's doing anything on behalf of DixonBaxi in any given moment, I trust them 100% to do that thing. So if I trust that if Apova's in a meeting or he's doing something or he's creating something, I trust him 100% and know that it won't be the same as necessarily of what I do, but it doesn't matter because he still do it to an amazing level. That gives you great strength. So if I'm down, he picks me up. If I'm up, I can pick him up if he's down. And that gives you a nice, strong energy. And if you constantly think about the thing, the idea, it's much easier to make decisions than if you think about what I want or what you want. Does that make sense?
One addition to that was that you don't have to wait to practice, you know, like some special time. You know,
magic practice time.
Magic practice time, because
between 9:02 and 9:04.
There is that, you know. Although, you know, back in the day, I remember there's this little anecdote. I used to come into when I was a junior creative, and Si was there before me at the studio working on record covers. And I'd always be like, wow, he's doing what's he doing over there? And it just was so cool. And he's like, oh, I'm just doing some stuff that I want to do, you know, and it was these beautiful record covers. That was very inspiring because it was something that was meaningful to him. It was music and it was cool. And he was doing it for himself and this musician. And I thought that was an amazing example of doing what you love. And that's practice. But then fast forward to now, I think...
there are no record covers.
There are no record covers, so we can't do that. It's just a little
square on Spotify.
You can treat everything as an opportunity. Otherwise, to wait for that clean space where you're like, oh, now I'm going to look at typography, or now I'm going to figure out how to do timelines, or whatever it is that you want to do, it will never come. So you've got to almost impose in a project or a moment in time or a challenge, I'm going to get a little bit better at this. And I think that's a great way of practicing. It's sort of like a mindset, a way of working that gives you ownership, and it allows you to invest deeply in what you're doing. And that's how you're going to get better at a lot of things as well.